you can create a new web form from the Create Content tab of your workbench. From that page, select a web form, and you will see the standard content creation page with the title, body, and some tabs below. You can enter a title for your form, as well as some text to appear above the form. In the tabs, you can select a picture or video to appear in the right sidebar, as well as an attachment, for example, a PDF file that the users could download and manually submit to contact you. When you're happy with your content, click Save. You'll be brought to your web form editing pane. From this pane, you can drag and drop fields from the right into the form preview area. So for example, for my Contact Us form, I probably want a field for my user's name. So I drag a text field into the form preview. After your field has been added, you can click on the pencil icon to configure your field. For example, I want to change the title to first to full name. And I can choose a default value for my field as well as a description. I'll show you these fields in a second when we're adding another field. If you click on the Display tab, you can configure other items about your field, such as a prefix and a suffix for your field. You could use the prefix $sign if it's an amount field, or each. And you can see my field gets updated in real time above as I edit any of these fields. You can now also enter a placeholder value. This will appear in the field as once it's saved, as well as some other configuration options below. If you click on the Validation tab, you're able to make your field required. See the red star appears. You can make sure that there's a unique value and also give a max length to your field. Once you're done with that, you can click the pencil icon again to hide the configuration options for that field and start adding additional fields. So for our contact form, we're probably going to want to have an email field as well. So I'm going to drag that field into my form preview area. Again, edit it, changing the title, and making it required. Now I want to give the user some options in terms of whom they're contacting. So I'm going to add a select list. When you add a select list, you can edit it as normal. Change the display, make it required, and then there's this additional options tab. This is where you can change the values for your select list. So for example, I'm going to add two different options that the user can contact: General Contact and Webmaster, and then remove the third one. You can customize the value of these options by clicking Customize Keys, and you can change the key value of this option. Once you're done, click the pencil again to hide it. You can see our form is coming together very well. Now we just need a big text area field so that the user can enter as much text as they want to contact us with. So I'm going to drag the text area field, edit it, give it a title, and make it required. Now you can see there's a lot of other different types of fields I could have added as well. There's dates, files, markup can be used to add text to your form in between different fields, and even a page break, so you could create a multi-page form if you wanted. I'll let you play around with the other fields on your own. When you're done creating your form, you can click Save, and it says that our changes have been saved. Let's take a look at our form. Looks pretty good, right? We have first full name, email, subject, and message. Let's try submitting it. It tells us that all of the fields that we entered as required are still required. So we have to enter values. Now let's try submitting it. Oh, looks like it worked well. If we go back to the form and click on the Results tab, You can see our result here, and if we click View, we can see all the details of what the user submitted. This is a great way to see all of the results in your form, but sometimes it's not enough. For example, sometimes I want my contact form to actually send me an email when a user submits it. So in order to do that, let's go back to the View tab and then click on Web Form. You might have noticed that there's some sub-tabs underneath Web Form here. We're interested in setting up emails to send to a user, so let's click on the Emails tab. And you can see we can set up an email here. We can choose the address that we would like the form to be submitted to when the user submits it. Or we could even select a value. For example, the email field, if we wanted to send the user that submits a form a thank you email. In this instance, we want to send it to my garbage email address here. So we're going to check the radio next address and the address we entered, and then click Add. On the next form, you can configure lots of different things about the email that is sent to you. For example, we could add a custom subject. The default subject you can see is just form submission from contact us. We could add a custom one if we want, but we're pretty happy with this one. You can choose who the email should be from. Let's make this our email field. You can choose the display name for the email as well. We're going to make this our full name field. You could even customize the template. If you look down below here, you can choose fields, you can select fields that should be included in the email that you received. If you customize the template, you can add special tokens. If you click Browse Available Tokens, you'll see all of the different fields that get entered when the user submits the form. I'll let you play around with this on your own. When you're happy with your settings, click Save Email Settings. And you can see that this email is sent. If we wanted to add another email that gets sent to the user when they submit the form to tell them thank you, I could just check Component Value Email and click Add and go through the process again. The last thing that you may want to customize on your web forms are the form settings. So we can click on this tab. From this page, you can customize the confirmation message that gets sent when the user submits the form. As well as a host of other settings. I'll let you go through the settings yourself as they're pretty logical. Finally, down at the bottom under Advanced Settings, you might want to change the label of the button on the Submit page. Let's change it to Contact Us. Now we'll save it and view our form. And you can see that there's a Contact Us button instead of just a regular Submit button. Well, that's it. I've created a Contact Us form. I've made fields required. I've made it so that I receive an email when somebody submits the form. And I've customized some of the other settings about the form. Now you should be able to create web forms on your own.